everyone, I am back again on the same day that I did my Stacking the Shelves post, and I'm here to do a tag video. This is the crazy book buying obsession tag, and I thought that I would do it because I haven't really done many tag videos, and it looks fun, and it is a list of, 9 questions, and I'm going to answer them. I have them written down so I can remember what they are. So let's get started. The first one is, do you have an obsession with buying books? Yes, I think I do. I know my mum and my dad think I do, and I think everyone in my family thinks I do, because I buy books all the time. It started off a couple of books and just got bigger and bigger and went crazy. So yes, I do have an obsession. Not that I'm embarrassed about it, I just find it quite funny. Okay, number 2. When, where and how often do you buy your books? Well, I usually buy a book at least once a week. Once or twice a week maybe. And where, I always buy on Amazon or play.com. Sometimes eBay. Never buy from a bookstore because I refuse to pay full price for books. Just because I am a cheapskate. Also, I buy from charity shops, which are just like thrift stores in America, where I buy lots of books there if I find anything that I think I'm going to read. And how often, like I said, once, twice a week, depending on my money situation. So yeah. Number 2.5, do you go with anyone else or just by yourself? I always am with someone when I'm in charity shops, whether it's my mentor or the woman that helps me from the NHS or something, but no one accompanies me to buy books online. Number 3. What kind of things attract you to books when browsing them? Generally it's the cover, because I am a sucker for a good cover, especially if it's pretty, but sometimes the title can draw me to it, and I can also get turned off by a title if it's an awful title and I'm like, really? So it's mainly cover, sometimes title. What I do is I click on, if I like the looks of something, I click on it, I check out the synopsis, I go on Goodreads and check out the synopsis, I check out the rating, and then I add it to my Goodreads, and I hopefully a deal for it comes along. Number 3.5. Is there a specific genre of books you automatically go and look at? Yes, there is. I am a sucker for YA and new adult novels, mainly just because that's just the things I read and review. Occasionally there's an adult book that I will want to read, but there isn't that many. I mean, if it looks like it will interest me, then I'll think about it, but generally it's just YA and new adult, so, or teen, I suppose. That's a separate kind of genre in itself, I suppose. So I usually go and browse that kind of section, especially online. Number 4, do you prefer to buy new, used, or a mixture of both? I generally prefer new, but I always buy used condition books. Only if they're in very good, like new, or good condition. I never go below good, which is like acceptable and poor and everything like that, because I am really anal when it comes to the quality and the condition of my books, and I hate it when they're in bad condition. So if I find a new one, that's great, but if I can find one, say if it's still full price, then I can find a used one that's in very good condition for like £2.80, I'd be like, I'll get that. So generally I do buy used books as long as they're in good condition. Number 5, how much are you willing to spend on books each month? Well, I generally have in my account about £6 each week that I spend on books, and £24, maybe I'd say about 30 altogether. That's quite bad, isn't it? That's not too bad, £30 a month. Yeesh. But yes. Number 6. Have you ever gone in any book buying bans? I have once. And that was last year, a month or so after I started blogging. And I tried, and I think I lasted, 3 or 4 days. Being on a book buying ban makes me want to buy books even more. I know that sounds weird, but it just does, and I just can't do it. Even though I know my parents are trying to stop me from buying any more books. They want me to get rid of books that I own, that I've already read, and I don't want to do that. Anywho. So, number 7. How long does it take you to get around to reading recently bought books? It can take maybe from a couple of weeks to a month or 2. It really depends on how fast I am reading my to be read pile, because recently bought books are usually put to the bottom of the pile, and I read ones from previous things. Like, I still got some books from last year that I bought that I have yet to read, just because my pile is ridiculous. So yeah, it can take me quite a while to get around to books. If I've been sent a book for a review, I will bump it up into my to be read pile further up, so I can get to it sooner and get the review out quicker. Number 8. Is it 8? Do you prefer to buy a lot of shorter, cheaper books, or just a few longer, more expensive ones? To be honest, the length doesn't really bother me. I generally don't check out the length before I buy books, because it doesn't really matter. I prefer to get cheaper ones, but I don't care if it's a slightly more expensive book and it's still shorter, or if it's a longer, more cheaper one, because it doesn't actually matter to me, like I said. And finally, number 9. Anything else to say about these awesome obsessions? Nothing really, apart from the fact that I love buying books. I know a lot of people don't understand, and most of us booktubers are kind of looked at quite strangely for the amount of books that we buy. So yeah, I know, like I said earlier, that my parents do want me to stop buying as many books because they'll run out of room, and because I share a room with my sister. But I'm going to continue buying them as I can, and maybe I will have to throw out older ones or give some away eventually, because I know eventually if I keep going at the rate I'm going, I will run out of space. But for the moment, we're good. I'm good. So yes, that is my tag done. I was not tagged by anyone to do this video, however, I tag all of you guys to do it, because I love watching these videos, because they're so funny to watch and actually hear people's opinions and all that. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this. Have a good week. Happy reading. Bye.